What's up, everybody? I'm Jay with Outside the Quad. We're here with the homie MATIC. It's been a minute since we kicked it, man. How you been, bro?
Good,
all right,
good,
man?
family. How you feeling,
good, man? How your boy, what's his name, YOLO, right? We met the time.
Man. Shout out to the homie Young YOLO, man. He's out here doing his thing, man. Shout out to the homie. Shout out to my boy Truth the Realist, too, man. You already know that, my brothers. Shout out to my boy DZ, man. You already know, man.
When we met, when me and Chris first met MATIC, we met at the ATL mansion, and he drumming spot at the party. We chopped it up. We kicked it a little bit, and that's when we met Young YOLO. So how long is you known YOLO, and what projects have y'all worked on in the past and stuff?
Me and YOLO, man. I known YOLO. How long I knew YOLO, man? I knew YOLO going on. Dang, it's crazy. Probably going on about a year and a half, 2 years. Probably about 2 years. So it ain't been too long. But I actually met. It's crazy how I met YOLO. Because I used to be an Uber driver. There was a period where I did Uber. You know what I'm saying? Before the music, before I was really getting any ground.
He hopped in the whip and y'all started networking.
Yeah, well, actually, no. I met YOLO through his girl, like his ex-girl. You know what I'm saying? His ex-girl was like, because we somehow we got on a combo of music. She's like, you do music? I'm like, yeah. And she like, oh, my boyfriend do music. Y'all should link up or whatever. And she was like, send me your IG and this, and I'll link y'all up.
She was in your Uber?
She was in my Uber. She was in my car. You know what I'm saying? That's how we ended up linking up, and that's just what we've been doing ever since, man. Kicking it. And you said what projects we got going on?
Yeah, what tracks or whatever y'all got out?
We actually, I'm actually gonna get him on a new project. I haven't had him on any projects yet. We're supposed to do a couple tracks, but you know, my new album, The Plot, is coming out, and I'm trying to get him on that. So
what platforms The Plot is gonna be on?
The Plot?
Yeah. It's
gonna be on everything, man. Spotify, Apple.
How close are you? How close are you to finishing it up, man?
I say about, within the next month or so. Within the next month or less.
So what is
like it's close.
So without giving away too much, what would you say that album is basically about, or like what's the message you're trying to get out with that album, The Plot? Because it sounds like it could be deep. You know what I'm saying?
Right. The Plot, man, it's just basically about my grind, my drive, my hunger, man. It's when you listen to it, it's like my plot to just take over the game, and my plot to come up out of my situation and just rise to the top of the game, man. And to show people the journey and give people not just my trials and tribulations, but give you a look into my soul, a look into the man, and get, real personable. Give you something. I might throw on something there like my favorite cereal. You never know what you're going to hear on there about me, but it's really just about my plan to dominate the game, man. So that's The Plot. So I just actually network with a lot of producers online. And that's how, yeah. So that's how I've dabbled in beats, and that's something that I actually plan to gravitate more towards as I get deeper and deeper into it. But yeah, man, as far as you say, how did I get my start in music?
Yeah, like how long you been doing it?
Shit, man, I've been doing music for 10 plus years.
10 plus years.
Yeah, you can say that I've been doing music since, if you want to put an exact number, say about 14 years.
14 years. Okay, yeah. So we talked before we started the interview. You was mentioning, you're originally from New York City. So how'd you, who influenced you up there in New York, and how long you been up? How long you been here in Georgia, basically?
Gotcha, man. I've been up in Georgia since I was a kid, man. I've been here since the exact year, because it's hard to base it, because it's like, okay, here's my situation, right? My mom and her side of the family is in New York, and then my dad and his side of the family is here. So
that's kind of like that's kind of my similar situation too, actually.
Exactly.
My mom and them, they still up in Brownsville, Brooklyn, and my dad in Charleston.
Exactly. So it's just like, I've been here since I was a kid, but it's like I've been living in both places. It's not like I just ever, a lot of people say, oh, I'm from New York, and they moved here when they was like 2, and then never went back. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like my whole life, I've been back and forth. So it's not like I really left. It's just like I went to school here, primarily was here, but whole summers, Christmases, other things like that, man, I was back up there. So it's just like I've always been back and forth.
So who in New York, the artists up there in New York, you like or you like to listen to? Like that you think who influenced you?
Growing up and all that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Got a shout out to the whole G Unit kids, the Jay-Z, I said the Jay-Z, Nas, Jadakiss.
I gotta ask this question, man. Yeah. Everybody gonna ask this
question. Here it comes.
Nas or Jay-Z, bro?
Nas or Jay-Z? That's a good question. That's a very good question. Nas, a very tough question, actually. Very tough question. I'm from Queens. So you would think I would say Nas, but I think it's tough. It's tough.
You ain't gotta answer it, man. This could be a rhetorical question.
It's tough. I can't really say. It's tough. It's
Throw that
tough.
up there.
I like both. I can't.
Both?
It's hard. It's hard. I can't really. It's hard to say.
What's up, bro? Nah, forget all that. Ja Rule 50.
I'm stupid, bro.
You know what, man? In all honesty and to be fair, man, it's just like I know, Ja Rule gets clowned and shamed a lot, but I actually like some of Ja Rule's music. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, back in the day.
Like back, Ja Rule actually has some hits, and I really don't feel like people always laugh and say that and this and that. But growing up, we used to jam to his music because of the whole 50 beat.
A lot of people don't know that the 50 beat. We talked about it earlier. Me and Chris, I was telling people, I said, look, Ja Rule got locked up, so he couldn't really like respond back like he wanted to.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was telling him and 50 Cent got a deep history. They was actually in the streets together and some shit like that.
Yeah,
but murder, he got murdered, bro.
You stupid.
G-Unit took care of that. They got murdered.
Well, it gets deep, man, because that whole label got shut down because they went to court and they was getting sued.
That's what happens when you lose.
Yeah,
people don't even know Irv
that story.
Irv Gotti was trying to set up a publishing company with a couple other cats. The feds came in on him. It was a lot heavier than we realized.
Because they thought the label was getting funded through drug money, so they went to court for a minute and ended up having to pay so much money. The label got broke down and they had to change the name from Murder Inc. to just Murder or something like that. And it got changed to just the Inc. The Inc. You know what I'm saying? So after that, it just
back to you now. We got sidetracked with
we started talking about labels and all that.
This interview's really about you. So my first question is, I know you said you've been doing music for a while.
If you my first album, it was called Heroes Today Are Rare.
Heroes Today Are Rare.
Heroes Today Are Rare.
Right?
Heroes Today Are Rare.
Heroes Today Are Rare.
Yes,
now, what's the concept behind that title? What was that album about? Or what's your message you're trying to get across, basically?
Definitely. So my first album, right? Check this out. I didn't even curse. You know what I'm saying? Like my first album I ever dropped, when I first started rapping, like I didn't want to curse. You know what I'm saying? I was
people
just like,
listen to what you had to say.
Right. And I was just like, you know what I'm saying? I grew up in the church, and you know what I'm saying, I'm a Christian, but I just was like, you know what? I'm gonna be the first to really get big, and just not really, have no profanity.
You know, Rakim used to do that.
Oh yeah.
So the Chameleonaire.
Rakim used to do that.
He did for an extent, because I remember he did have some explicit, but he did after a while. And I know Will Smith, of course.
But that's good though. You was trying to basically like.
Shout out to Will Smith, man. He a multi-millionaire. Real.
Not from the music, but anyway.
From the movies. But nah, he got the first Grammy. Him and DJ Jazzy Jeff got the first
rap Grammy.
Like
they did that, yeah. Don't hate on Will.
I'm not hating on
Will. Get this on camera. You a Fresh Prince nigga.
Got
this nigga right here.
Watch this shit.
Fresh Prince nigga.
How you like?
Fresh Prince nigga right there.
You might try to put a nigga in the movie. Feel me? Hey, put a nigga in the movie, man.
Yeah, the movie, yeah.
Make sure we tag Will Smith for this shit.
Not the album. Not the album. Movie. Basically, I mentioned Rakim because basically, like, a lot of folks don't know he didn't cuss in his music either. So you guys, like, you trying to challenge yourself lyrically, basically, bring the best out yourself, and also, like you said, you're a Christian too. So.
Definitely. And it's just like, it's not to say like if you curse or whatever, it makes you less of a Christian or whatever like that. Right. Think at that time of my life, I was just like, this is what I want to do, and I want to be able to just, I want to be able to make the turn up songs and I wanted to challenge myself. I wanted to push myself and make a club song, a lyrical song, and not have to curse. You know what I'm saying? And then
you feel you accomplished that goal.
At that time, I did.
So what was like the reviews about? What was the people saying about that album? What the feedback you get?
Gotcha. It was really good, man. At the time, I you know what I'm saying, I was in college, and I was selling CDs, man. Selling shit just out of I'm selling albums. I'm just bringing them to work. I'm bringing them around campus. I'm just like, yo, cop a CD. So I actually made I was only selling them for like $5 a pop, but I was making quite a grip. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had no fucking what's the swipe machine.
So you were selling them both in Georgia and New York, or just
here.
Okay.
Yeah, at the time I didn't. Well, actually, no, I ain't gonna lie. I did sell some in New York too. But mainly it was here because at the time, I was a college student. I ain't really had no bread like that. I had to wait for my flight to come to New York. I wasn't able to fly out there as much as I'm in school. I'm waiting on the semester to be over so I could fly out, see mom, see the family. So, but yeah, it was pretty cool, man. People liked it. People, especially like the older folks and people that worked at my job, like they like to hear it. They're like, okay, you don't curse and stuff like that. So. For that time period in my life, it was meant.
it kept you, I guess that motivated you to keep going, basically hearing the positive things.
Exactly, because I recorded that album when I was 20, and then I put it out. I put it out when I was 20, right before my 21st birthday. You know what I'm saying?
So how many albums do you have total now?
This album I'm about to drop is my 5th one.
Your 5th project? Okay,
Yes.
cool.
Yes.
So my thing is, even though like, you know, we haven't linked up in a while and stuff, but I'm gonna still go back and check out all your other projects and stuff like that. Check you out. So what type of artist? How do you classify yourself? What type of rap? I know you want to challenge yourself, but you're saying club music and, you know, lyrical. Well, how would you define yourself?
Definitely, man. How would I define myself? Like just as an artist?
Right. Like what category would you put yourself in? You don't seem like no mumble rap type.
Yeah, man, I got all the mumble rap. You feel me? Like, fuck with my shit. All I talk about is popping pills and fucking bitches. Nah, let me stop. My music, man, it's just about really when you hear my music, it's a lot about just drive, man, and a lot about just having that hunger to succeed through it all. You know what I mean? It's about that. Just it's motivational music. You know what I'm saying? Like.
So we can put in, pop my headphones in and go hit the gym.
That's it. Or you know what I'm saying? You can ride to it with the top down or with the windows down, and just give you that inspiration. Whether you headed to the job or you about to head to shorty house or whatever, or you about to go get some bread. You know what I'm saying? You about to hit the bank and go get some money out the ATM, or you know what I'm saying? It's just it's that music that gives you that vibe of I gotta go get it.
I think that's the music that you make right there. That's gonna last throughout the age. You know, some artists they'll fall off. So. Definitely you're on the right track, man. And I definitely wish you all the best, man. Like, we definitely not. Definitely. You seem like you serious about your music and focus and stuff, man.
I really appreciate
definitely,
that,
man. One more time, man. Shout out to, go ahead and plug your stuff one time, man.
You already know, man. I appreciate y'all. Outside the choir, fucking with the homie, man. Shout out to the homies, man. Shout out to Young Yolo. Shout out to Truth the Realist. Shout out to DZ, man. Shout out to everybody, man. All my homies doing their thing. Shout out to Real World Zero. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to my manager, Moni. Shout out to the whole team, man. Winter Crew, man.
Let the folk know where they can find your music at, man.
Definitely, man. My website is charismaticboss.com.
And subscribe to his YouTube, man. Let them know your YouTube channel.
Everything is Charismatic Boss. YouTube.com/charismaticboss.
Your IG.
IG is Charismatic Boss. SoundCloud Charismatic Boss. So anything you need, just type that in.
Charismatic Boss.
Anything you need, man. Tour dates, albums, performances, whatever.
What's the one more time, man? What's the name of that project, man?
The new album is called The Plot, man. It's coming out real soon.
Like an elevator, always on the rise. I stay all the way up. Don't get it confused, I'm on my elevator. I stay on.
They're like, where you going? I said to the roof. No part of your bed, stuff got weed and booze. Got gin and juice, got hand and smooth. Domo in the back, he just rolled up a few. Pass me like one, matter of fact, pass me two. About to take flight, I don't need Nike shoes. Just join me, yeah, come be my muse. Flow clear as water, each track I cruise. Let's cross horizons, then clear the border. Shorty bring thunder like Oklahoma. Pussy so good, put me in a coma. Doc had to check me, make sure I'm good, yo. Told her my friends just enjoying the moment. All of these baddies and all of this cash, all of this passion and all of this flash. As night turns to day, will all of it last?
On the way up, catching all the views like an elevator. Always on the rise, I stay all the way up. Don't get it confused, I'm on my elevator. Scraping up the skies, I stay all the way up. Taking in the views on my elevator.